Hi everyone, welcome to the Harris Household Channel. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Easton.
And we are getting ready to start digging our pond.
As you can see, I took the big tractor and I disked an outline of where the pond's going to be. I'd say it's about 1 acre, just under. And then kind of like where this grassy area is up front here, that's going to be a beach. It'll be kind of like a lima bean shaped. Back in this area, I still have to clear that out. That's a big hole, but that's going to be part of the pond. So, and then there'll be a berm that surrounds it. This river likes to flood every year, so we're going to do somewhere close to an 8-foot berm going all the way around it. That'll keep the flood water out of it and keep our fish in and keep the river fish out. Look of what's going on with the landscaping, so it's obviously quite run down. We're going to be ripping out that deck. These cement stairs are coming out, that railing's coming out. I got some stumps I got to dig out, some trees got to go, and like I say, this whole area down here is going to be a 2-tiered system. So you'll go out 40 feet, it'll drop 6, so it'll go out 40, I think it's 40 feet again, and they'll drop 6, and then they'll just taper out to the pond. I started on it last night with a skid steer. For about 3 hours, I moved about 100 yards of material. I'm estimating somewhere between 17 and 18,000 yards of material is going to have to get moved. And then I'm renting a dozer next week, so that should help strip the topsoil off and hopefully make a little bit more short work of it.
Here's Tad in the excavator and Hunter in the skid steer working hard.
This has just arrived this morning, and we're gonna have some fun digging a pond. This has just arrived at our house, and we're going to have some fun digging a pond.
We actually need a lot of the material to bring up to the house. We're going to be doing like a tiered landscape. We also just want to dig the pond for recreational use, fishing. We'll probably put our boat in there and do some tubing, that kind of thing.
Is it lunchtime? skid steer, picking up rocks. Hunter is supervising his dad in the excavator. And Caden's finishing the grade work for the deck. On day 6, we had family obligations and rainy weather.
So this is what we're deciding to do at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Caden, what do you see?
I started digging holes.
What's Dad putting in that pile?
Dirt.
How big is it?
It's a big one. 9, 4, 5, 4, 5, 2. This is what we've been doing since 7:30 in the morning to 10:01 in the night.
Here is how day 9 started, and we had some rain throughout the day, so unfortunately no footage, but this is how it ended.
Alright, here we are. I think it's day 6 of 14-hour days running this Cat 323 excavator. Got Dad and the Cat 938 loader. I'll show you what we've gotten done so far. Knocked a little bit of dirt in there. So this is what we've gotten done so far. Most of the material is excavated. We just have a little bit on this end left to do. Then we're building the beach area, and then obviously we're pulling out a ton of boulders. You can see there's a huge boulder pile over there. Usually I get a boulder every 10 minutes or so. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. I will take you along for the ride for a little bit here. Up just above that water, and then we'll dive down into that blue clay after we get a foot away from it, so that we're not dragging up all this wet material and making everything a mess. Still moving dirt from one spot to another. Found a couple more boulders though, so that was cool. Just gotta focus on the end game. Almost done. and then it can just downpour. Yeah, I'll help you do the rain dance in a week. Still at it. 5 minutes till quitting time. We managed to make it all the way to the northwest corner tonight. We got about 5 hours of excavating left tomorrow. And then it's get everything shaped up and get all this material moved around. We got a lot of it moved already, but we still got a little bit left. We got a pile that I'm stacking up right now, and then there's another one to my left, and, right there. It's gotta get moved. So we get all the material moved, and then hopefully get rid of some of it, use some of it, sell some of it. You get a lot of material out of a 1 acre pond that's roughly 14 feet deep. Rather, I thought my partner, also known as Happy, was quitting 1 minute early on me, but I see his headlights still going. Okay, it's quit. Get this thing out of here just in case if for some reason weather conditions get severe. I don't want to be sinking a $300,000 machine. Put her up on high ground. Pick up where we left off tomorrow.
Well, after 7 days of straight digging, we finally have the pond dug. All the digging part is done. Now it's just finishing the shaping and cleaning up the edges and getting everything finalized. Right there where Hunter is, that's going to be our beach, so it's a nice gradual walk-in swimming area. Then right here is where we're going to have a like a green bin gazebo and a hangout spot and a playscape area. And then we have a path that you can drive around. I mean, it's wide enough for equipment. And then we have our berm, as just on the other side of these woods. We have a river that tends to flood in the spring or with a lot of rain. So it's about 8-foot berm that hopefully will keep that river water out. And again, this is gonna be wide enough for vehicles, you know, quads and whatnot to drive around. We are making ramps up around all 4 corners here of this berm, because we back over here, and then on the other side of this berm we have where we plant food plots. Then on the other side of those trees over here we plant some power lines, so we need to be able to access those areas with equipment. So not too bad for a week of hard work. Tad and his dad Alan worked really hard and long hours, and here we are, one step closer to having our dream backyard. What are you gonna go do? Swim? Okay, go ahead. Here are all the boulders that we got while digging the pond. So it'll be fun to see how these clean up and what they all look like. There's some pretty massive ones in there. I know there's a few that we're gonna have to move before we return this rental equipment. And so this is where the rocks will be going. Here's the beach. Then we're gonna have a row of rocks, and then up top here, have another row of rocks. And we're gonna have a pool in between there. So wish us luck.
So I grabbed an old beam with a cylinder on it from a hoist to use as a drag to smooth out the beach and the banks. Problem was the cylinder kept flopping, so I had to weld it to the beam. Alright, round 2. Then it wasn't heavy enough, so I added about 1,000 pounds on each one. Seems like it's working much better. Ugly, but it works.
That's my pretty rock?
Yeah,
Let me see. Put it out. Wow.
That is all. I'm gonna put it back.
What are you doing? Did you find any gold yet? We got most of the material spread out on these berms. I got it fairly level, so now we're gonna Harley rake it and get it ready to plant grass seed. Give you a quick recap on what we've got done here. So these berms are all clay,
and then we just capped them in topsoil. So this one is good. We had to leave this opening down there. That'll get closed off once we get that sand out. Now you can get a good look at it. So that's the berm that we're gonna have to Harley rake and get that ready for grass seed. And there's the pond. Pond is just shy of an acre.
Okay, so we're gonna go pick rocks with the 127 International Cub Cadets. We're gonna see how this goes. We're unloading rocks right now because we did, I don't know if you can see, all around the berm. I'm gonna start unloading. That smaller pile, we did all of that. By the way, Cub Cadet you're sitting on is in the Demolishing the Barn video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Why is it so soft? I don't know. It was smooth in it. I like. Alright, let's get it started. My brother just did a bottle flip and it landed in the wagon. So, if you didn't know, this is my Cub Cadet. We're gonna pick some rocks. That good. What you guys doing today?
This is what we needed. Now we can get our grass seed growing and finish filling up the pond. Well, a week after planting and 2 days of rain, we have grass sprouting up.
Your mouth. We forgot to film for a second, but we were fishing to get fish for our pond, and it's filled up quite a bit. And we got some bluegill. Already, here's our fishies. One I hooked. And another, we're just gonna dump it. The key, we need to push that one. Alrighty, that's about 7 fish in our pond. Do not forget to subscribe to Harris Household. Thank you, and goodbye. Here we go.
Still a whole mess of them in here.
Hey, Daddy. Daddy, what fish are they?
These are called fathead minnows.
Look it, I found a baby bullfrog. It's sitting in
been a month since we have finished digging our pond, and the grass is coming in good and the pond is full. The kids and the dogs are all loving swimming, and we're really happy with how it turned out.
So here it is. Right now we're looking at pretty close to, I'd say right around that 13, 14 foot of water. Grass is coming in good. We've fought it a little because we've had some heavy thunderstorms that have cut the banks a little, but we've made some repairs, ran additional tile. We put this straw mat down, which seems to be helping quite a bit.
Earlier in the video, we alluded to some of the major landscaping undertakings that we'd be working on throughout this summer. And here is a sneak peek of the rock wall that we are mostly finished with. Here is our second big undertaking, which has been replacing this deck. We just received our special order composite decking in, and we are installing that now. We look forward to hearing what you guys think of these projects, and don't forget to subscribe to see more updates. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in order to see more action in our household.